Do you ever wonder if homeschool is a good choice for you? Comment below with your questions, concerns, or ask about setting up a time to discuss how to start your homeschool journey.
Let's talk about esteem here for a second. He wouldn't have had the esteem of passing through that. And he literally, well, there's two parts of this. He literally mastered it. This is something he couldn't do. I mean, this is what I get excited about. You couldn't do it, and then a day later, you could do it. And then you thought it was easy once you saw the answers. And that is such a great lesson. That's the meta lesson out of that one, for these, like, say, simulation. You can do much more complicated or complex, not complicated, but complex things in a simulation that way. So that's one of the things about the mastery level. Whether every instructor, that's part of what they would accommodate, right? So I built a whole, I would say the simulation was mere 50% of the, let's say, ecosystem I built around it. I gave them all these conditions. I made it more real world. And I'll give you a quick example of what I mean by that is, strictly speaking, they just had to learn how to run a garment factory, order material and produce product and get it to the customer at quality. But what I did was I created an entire scenario around this, and I made it a certain place. For some reason, I always picked Phoenix, Arizona. I don't know why. I always picked Phoenix. This is a factory in Phoenix, Arizona. You have to succeed. You're getting sent out there. You have to keep reporting back to the home office, and that's why it was progressive. And so all these things they were reporting back gives them the sense of, oh yeah, it's going to be progressive. You're going to be talking to the home office every night when you get sent out on a big mission like this. So I built a big scenario around it that way that kept it, more real world. And in fact, what was very practical at the end of it, I said, when you accomplish this, you're going to go off and you're going to get promoted and you're going to get a bonus and many other perks, let's say, because you did a good job in this, and you're going to end up instructing like 9 or 10 other factory managers about what you just did. You're going to improve them too. So that's very real world. Your career progresses by success, and so you could either go with it. The simulations that I know about, you could either go with them bare bones or not. And so some of the simulations allow you to set up vignettes, so like specialized situations about that.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what they're getting into. The instructor can choose and pick. And actually, what the companies that I know that are doing that, the vignettes came back to the publisher and developer of the product from instructors. They're saying, can you do this? Can you do that? And they added this whole other level that was vignettes where you could, prove certain points or demonstrate certain points, what if type scenarios and whatnot. So that's a great way of personalizing it to what's going on in the classroom and even to an individual question. Because in the classroom, if you get a question from somebody, you can let that drive that entire class. Like, I'd rather talk impromptu about that particular thing than whatever else I was going to talk about. And that's what I mean by being able to, I think you have to be, well, first of all, I was given the latitude to do that. I didn't have to just teach to a certain thing, but that gives you the latitude there, is to maybe take the questions that are coming back and shape it around your discussions around those from the students.
Do you ever wonder if homeschool is a good choice for you? Comment below with your questions, concerns, or ask about setting up a time to discuss how to start your homeschool journey.